Well, good afternoon, folks. Welcome to another episode of Quoting Lines, where a friend and I talk about some of our favorite moments and lines from a scene, from a movie or a TV show. So without further ado, what I'll do is I'll let my guest introduce himself and tell us also what kind of film we'll be talking about today.
Hey, what's up? My name is Phil, and we're going to be talking about Hot Rod, the cult classic from Andy Samberg. And that's what I think it is, a cult classic.
Yes.
It doesn't get recognition that it deserves, but it's kind of like Dodgeball to me. You know, it's one of those kind of movies. It's got its cult following, but it just never really had that, for whatever reason. It just was never, you know, that real popular style of movie. And which is funny because Dodgeball had Vince Vaughn in it, so I mean, you know, he was during the time when it came out, he was a big name. I mean, but yeah, just Hot Rod is just one of those just gems that everyone that likes comedy needs to see. Mm-hmm. Because it's that like real quick, like you have to catch it kind of comedy, like the delivery of the thing. That's the thing about the movie to me, is just the delivery of everything is just absolutely perfect.
And the editing, that kind of aligns with that. Top notch.
Oh God, dude.
Top notch.
Because Andy Samberg, I mean, he's always kind of got the whole style about him is just trying to be like, you know, he's trying to be cool, but he knows he's being stupid kind of thing, and he tries to play like the I guess like kind of naive, cool guy that, you know, is obviously just stupid and everybody thinks he's ridiculous. Kind of like MacGruber. That's another movie. It's a cult kind of movie, and you know, just he acts like he's a badass, but in all reality, he's obviously not. And that's just what makes it perfect to me.
Yes. I mean, as far as like the mustache, what do you think about that?
Oh, I mean, yeah, just... And the fact that his dad told him, he's like, well, real men can actually grow mustaches. And what'd he say? He said, it's like, you know I have a hormone deficiency.
Heck yeah. Ian McShane, who plays Frank. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, he's just... I mean, just the whole thing with them, you know, just the old guy, obviously he gets that heart problem, but like just even before that, you know, a guy like Andy should be able to beat that guy's ass, but he can't. Never. And yeah, I mean, there's too many scenes to pick a favorite. Yes. I mean, when they fight, I mean, obviously top notch. One of the things that always got me too was his ultimate punch, but it was a fake into a kick, and he still missed. He goes ultimate punch, and he like fakes the punch and then tries to kick him, and still misses.
It's like, how do you expect to connect here? The leg's longer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, like it looks like he's saying ultimate punch to like try to fake him out, then tries to sneak a kick in or something. It's just, God, man, just. Because I'm pretty sure was it the last scene where they have that big fight or whatever? Was that a deleted scene or was that in the movie?
We'll dive into that in a moment. But yeah, as far as I know, I remember in theaters and then the DVD, like that was in the final cut.
Okay.
Yeah, that was in the final cut.
Yeah, because it's one of those movies that like. There's so many good parts that I forget some of them. Oh, but dude. As soon as I watch it, I'm immediately refreshed by it.
Right in.
Yeah, I just remember everything after that.
So, as y'all know, we usually just pick just a couple of them because he's already mentioned it in some of the previous episodes. There's too much gold here. I mean, you know, down the line, we can do another one of these and talk about just 2 or 3 other scenes that are terrific. Yeah, so the first one, and it probably is... It is my favorite because it establishes kind of like how he described him. This guy, mid-20s, he's wearing a cape, slapping just a cheap little shitty mustache on, summoning his spirit animals. It's the mail truck jump. I mean, when I saw it the first time, it sets the tone for the movie. You know what you're expecting here.
Well, then you had Danny McBride and Bill Hader. I mean,
yes.
You just know what you're in for.
Yes, I mean, you already know. So, hey, did y'all reinforce the ramp? Didn't have time.
Yeah. That right there, because that was the first scene in the movie.
Yes.
And the impact that he has whenever he goes flying off of it, and then he hits the back part of his legs on the ramp, and then falls, and then like scorpions himself, or what? No, scorpion is whenever your legs are over your back, but he folds
completely
in like that. And then it just, when they run up to him, and then he just vomits. Because that impact was just like, it looked real. I mean, I don't know how much of it was real. Obviously, I don't know if Andy did that stunt, but my God. Because, I mean, I don't know if they, in reality, if they had a pad there or whatnot, but, I mean, it looked genuinely
hurt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. God.
Because you can't fake that sound, man.
Yeah.
Dude. I mean...
And I mean, of course, the stunt, just not even close.
No. Fuck no. And your boy just, oh shit.
Yeah. What was his brother's name?
Oh, Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, he plays his part perfectly too. Just like completely, like obviously looks up to his brother, but his brother just treats him like shit, but also loves him at the same time. Just knows his brother's an idiot. Yes.
Oh, damn it, man. I mean, yes. Just, man. How'd you like when he was on that bike? It's a pedal bike.
Yeah.
It was a pedal bike.
But it's got a motor on it, too. Yeah. Yeah, just
Dude.
That opening scene just, I mean, that was like that was probably the most perfect scene they could have picked to open the movie. And just, God, the impact on that ramp is just what got me. I I can't even reenact how I reacted to that. I was just like, Jesus.
Hurts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, it hurts. But, just, before we started this up here, shortly after that, another high impact scene, the whiskey run.
Oh my God. That's what I mean whenever I'm talking about just their delivery and their dialogue, just how they go back and forth and they just feed off each other just so quick and make it so natural sounding, and just he starts off saying whiskey, and then his brother Kevin, he just why are you saying it like that? And he's like, why am I saying what? and then just the delivery between him and how they keep going back and forth. It just sounds so natural, and that's why I love. That's my biggest thing with this movie. Is just the delivery and the dialogue just makes everything hit so much better. And then and then he said, "Why am I saying what weird?" All of it.
Yes, just all of it. Just all creeped out, you know?
Just forget it. I will forget it. Where do you get off? Like, it's just, I mean, you can't, I mean, just the fact that they even wrote that just blows my mind. Just like, how did you even think of this interaction in this movie? Like, that's just what makes it, that's just what separates it for me. It just, I don't know what kind of type of comedy you would call it, but just, that's my type of comedy. Just like, just perfect. Over the top, just stupid conversations between people. And I mean, just like the little things like Bill Hader, his order at the restaurant, he turned his name as Voltron.
Yes.
Voltron? Yeah, because it's super badass.
Yes. Or like when your boy they're at the big movie premiere and he's sitting there just housing a beer in front of like 14-year-olds. and he goes, "Yeah, I once manned a flamethrower. That's so cool." He's like, "Yeah, it's awesome as shit."
Yeah.
I mean, what?
Danny McBride is just, I mean, he's
Rico.
He's a national treasure.
Dude. And think about like those two. If you were Rod, a stuntman, would you want them on your team?
Oh, God. I mean, yes and no. I mean...
Oh, shit.
If I wanted to succeed, absolutely not. But if I just wanted to have a good time, absolutely.
Perfect.
I mean... God, I forgot what Bill Hader said to him, but when they were standing next to the pool and he was just like filling it up with the water or whatever, and he slung the water up in his face like, "Don't ever tell me how to live my life."
Yes. Or remember, like that same scene. Do you remember when he saw his little sister? He goes, "Maggie, get out now!"
Yeah.
It's like, what?
How did they write that shit?
Dude, it's like, would you think that's like that? Those lines were on paper, or they had to be improv?
Some of it had to have been some improv in there.
Dude,
I mean, there's I was watching something not too long ago where they were talking about how a lot of it was improv. Like, I think like Dumb and Dumber was a lot of improv.
Is that right?
I think some of it was.
Ooh, okay. I
think the scene where he's like, "Big gulps, huh?"
I'll see you later.
Yeah, like that was improv, I'm pretty sure.
Damn. God.
But I mean, it's just
epic. God, it's epic.
I mean, and I can't remember the last movie that came out that was good as far as comedy goes.
Yes, no, I know what you mean. Yes, that is certainly around that time, late 2000s.
Yeah,
forget about it.
Because Hot Rod was what, like
7.
Like the late tens or the early teens, one of those two. Yeah, I can't remember, but
yeah.
But just same with like Dodgeball, all in that same era, kind of.
Yeah, for sure.
Just God, man, they just don't make. I mean, the closest thing now is the MacGruber Show.
Yeah, and now that like South Park is around, not around, I don't know.
Yeah, you can't tell with them now. I mean, I don't know if there's going to be another season because they're doing the
special
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, the pandemic stuff.
Yep. That's just the whiskey run there. That was and that was the other thing. Like he was like, "All right, we're gonna go on 3, 1."
Yeah. Just whiskey, just instantly whiskey. And the impact on that too. The glass shatters outside on the other side of it.
Yes.
And they just, oh my God, man. Every execution on that, every stunt where he messes up is just executed perfectly. I mean, just even down to the pull jump where he just goes right and just goes right. Didn't even clear a foot.
No, it's like it's so anticlimactic. It's perfect.
Oh God, yeah,
God, it's perfect.
Yeah.
But that's perfect. But we certainly appreciate you all, folks, for watching in. Sit tight. We got to pay some bills. Just sit with us after this commercial break. All right, folks, welcome back. Thank you. And we've got, of course, Phil Bozeman here talking a little bit about Hot Rod. And, what we got next here? Another scene we both liked is when Rod finally becomes a man.
Yeah,
he finally becomes a man. Goodness, man. Goodness.
Yeah, and this is because I mean, even whenever he was lying on the couch and was recovering from everything, or no, this was before he got his. I don't know if it was before or what. Before he got his surgery, but
right.
They were still just talking shit. Next, he was just like, he's like, "You can't die on me now, because I haven't kicked your ass yet."
Yeah. He just gets right in his face. And like, yeah, you were talking about just like how little Kevin, how he is and stuff. My favorite line of his is right before they get into the fight. He goes, "Yeah, they said this heart actually like made him younger."
Yeah,
it's like, what are you talking about? You know, man. But just this fight, like writing down like beat for beat. I mean, they go through they go through drywall. They go through walls. I mean,
yeah,
dude.
And just the best part of it for me was the end of it. Whenever they're all watching, and Danny McBride's just sitting there drinking a beer, just holy shit.
And that was all right. As many times as we've seen this, like I was watching the clips. Do you remember when he puts? Rod is beating his dad's head into the grill.
Oh, yeah.
In the background, Bill Hader goes, "Oh, no, man, that's rented."
He's God, dude. He's turning into one of those actors that can just do everything. Like,
can he not?
He can do, and his impressions are incredible, too.
Perfect. Yes.
I mean, you know, obviously comedy is his strong suit, but I mean, he can do like serious stuff.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, he can do it all. I mean, he's been on South Park, you know, voicing over that,
what fur?
Yeah. God, the tweens, that's what it was.
That's right.
But,
dude,
and I'm sure that was probably improv.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, I just don't feel like you can write that stuff.
No.
I just feel like that's just got to be, like, just ad-lib, just off the top.
Yes. Gotta be, man. Gotta be. But yeah, that is, many times as I heard that, it just getting refreshed on it, just, oh, no, man, that's rented.
Yeah, just like, how do you think of that shit?
I know. I mean, you know, they keep going, but then just to top it off, to add insult to injury, when he tells him, "All right, you're a man." He put that shit your pants move on him.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah,
yes.
God, what do they call it? The I don't know, the 5.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of it. But yeah.
Right. He said, "You gotta be kidding me."
Yeah. Man. I'm gonna have to go watch this movie about 20 times.
Yes.
Because God, like, I haven't seen it in a while, but like, it just, as soon as I start talking about it, I start remembering everything, and all the small stuff that they did, you know, just,
yes.
When he said, "You look really pretty." "What'd you say?" "I said you look shitty. Good night, Denise."
And he ran away like a little kid.
Yeah. "Said you look shitty. Good night, Denise."
What about when he took that hammer? You know? Just like, oh, dude. But yeah, no, that's great. That stuff's great. But yeah, yeah. Now again, going on, you know, we can go on and on with just the lines. But anyway, was there any other scene or any other thing you thought of that you liked about this?
Oh, even the classic, "I like to party" scene.
Oh hell, yeah.
But they still somehow like bring it back to like including themselves liking to party like Rod does. He's like, Kevin was like, and just like when Kevin chimes in, he's like, "But I like to party." He's like, no, Kevin, no. And then he's right. So all right, so Rod's the only one who likes to party, and me. And then he winks at him. Yes. Oh, God, man. Dude, it's just, I mean, like, it's one of those movies that it's like you almost want a part 2 made with the same exact people, but you also don't, because you don't want it to possibly ruin it.
Yeah, that's right.
But if they had the same people, I don't really know how they could with their style of writing.
Man. Yeah, that would be Superman task, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do there. if there was one city in America you think that place would just any town USA or
oh god, it's definitely like fucking God knows where Midwest or something.
For sure.
That or
for
just,
sure.
Just I mean it was because I mean the thing is about I don't know what time period they were trying to make that movie in because it felt like the 80s, but it also wasn't the 80s.
No, because like the AM radio, but then like if you look at all their clothes, you're like, you don't know.
I don't know what time period it's supposed to be in. I mean, it could be the 70s, it could be the 80s. I mean, but I want to say that there's definitely stuff in there that made it was actually modern.
Yeah, like maybe the cars.
Yeah,
if there were.
Well, the douchebag guy, the boyfriend of Denise.
Yes.
He had like some sort of fancy sports car. I can't remember, but even then,
Corvette.
I want to say that it was an older model Corvette, maybe.
It very well could have been. Yeah,
but,
it very well could have been.
But God, he played a perfect character, just the perfect douchey character, just like, hey babe,
yeah, big city, come back into town. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but damn, I don't remember her name as the actress, but damn, she's good looking.
Isla Fisher, that's right.
Yeah,
yes,
God,
pretty girl, absolutely.
But that just, I mean. And it sucks because, like, I feel like those actors, that was, like, the beginning of their career, and they've kind of moved on to bigger and better things, which I respect.
Right.
I just feel like they're probably not going to make anything like that ever again.
It's fair.
Which is, it's okay if they don't, because they have what they have, but,
yes.
Man... I just wish they would. I wish they'd make something. I mean, make something completely different. I don't care. Just get those same. Because I mean, you have to have Sandberg, McBride,
Hader.
Yeah, I mean Hader. Just get those three together at least, and hell, even include Kevin.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely, man. That was because since then, I mean, they've all done their things and been all very successful. But I know what you mean. That kind of they were kind of like in the minor, it was still a great movie, high quality, but then that just kind of propelled them to where they are now, for sure.
Yeah, because Hader is, I mean, God, what was he? He was in It. Is
that right?
The It Chapter 2, yeah, and then
did not know that.
Danny McBride, of course, Eastbound and Down. I mean, you can't. I mean, Kenny Powers is probably one of the best characters ever created.
Ever.
But I mean, I think Danny McBride kind of, from what I've noticed, is that he just still kind of, he's still not like Danny McBride, the Academy Award. He's not like, he's not big name kind of stuff, and it's crazy to me because he's so funny.
Damn. Yes.
I mean.
Yes.
I mean, just like. You have like your eras, in the 90s it was Jim Carrey and
no doubt.
Just like all the stuff leading up to where we are now, like I consider Danny McBride to be like, I mean, he's at top of the list as far as comedy goes.
I mean, who else is there?
And I mean, Bill Hader.
Yeah.
Because I mean, because I remember when Bill Hader was on Saturday Night Live, that was like the last cast that I remember actually being good, because Saturday Night Live now is just insufferable. It's horrible, in my opinion.
I couldn't tell you the last time I really tuned into it. I think too, it's like when as you grow up, whoever you grew up with, you think that's the greatest generation, of SNL. But I mean, it's been. Truthfully, since he was in SNL, that I even kind of consistently watch it. But
But I mean, I understand everybody thinking their generation of SNL was the best. But I mean, man, we were kids, and then up until we were getting into the mid '90s, late '90s and stuff. I mean, it's hard to beat Dan Aykroyd.
Belushi.
Chevy
Chase.
Was John Candy a part of it at one point?
I think he was part of that Canadian deal. I can't recall if he was, but dude, yeah, they were. That was a different kind of animal then.
And then it evolved into David Spade, Chris Farley,
Sandler.
Yep. It was just.
Yep.
I just don't think you can really beat it. And then, what's his name? That unfortunately ended up taking his life.
Which one?
He was on Saturday Night Live. He man, I can't remember. But of course, like Norm Macdonald, he was part of it too. I mean, God, it just that whole like late '80s through all the '90s and stuff. That was probably the best SNL, because Sandberg, he came from SNL too.
He did. Yes, he did. Yep. He's got his kind of his troupe. Lonely Island. He's kind of got his own troupe and stuff now. But back to Hot Rod. I mean, that's just that's man. You had some guys at peak powers early on. Man, that was funny. But but dude, this was super fun. Phil, thanks for hopping on for us and joining it. And folks, thanks for watching in. And we'll keep these coming. And glad you all got to see it. Thanks.